A splendid welcome back, everybody, to Vampire. We're at home, literally. This is our home, this is our room. We are not going to bed right now. I don't have that many points. What are we doing? Oh god. Oh god, what were we doing? I don't have so many points and I don't want to skip another day. I'm not ready to do this. So we're gonna explore a little more. I can take it whatever I want. This is my home. Not scared. Oh, that was probably Mary's room. This is where we have flowers here. Man! This is still sad. Oh, the door's been unlocked. Ah, that was the tiny key for it. Got it. What do we have here? Aubrey Reid's first letter. Reid mentioned 4th April 1908. My dear and beloved John, when you receive this letter, you will be 35 and I'll be long gone. I feel a little silly writing you this first letter that you won't read for a few years. I struggled for a long time about how best to write you this until I remembered the puzzle and riddles I invented for you when you were a boy. Oh, how you loved to solve those enigmas? Well, I found it would be a good idea to propose to you one final game. It will probably be less rewarding. No candies or exotic treasures for you if you decipher the game this time. But a great treasure, perhaps, the truth. This is my only attempt for you to explain why I choose to leave my family without an explanation. But a greater treasure, perhaps. If you want to know why, simply play my little game. It's really up to you, my son. Rest assured that I love you. I promise my family was and still is everything to me. I remember the first time I held you and your sister in my arms. My treasures, my jewels. To see you grow up, play, and laugh filled my heart with joy every time I went back to our home. I could have killed to protect you, my son, my daughter, my wife. But fate found me in the end, and I had to make a tough decision. The worst was to disappear without a word. I decided to do it anyway, and soon I'll be gone for good. I don't ask for forgiveness, but for understanding. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember how happy we were back on those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays. From your affectionate father, Aubrey Reid.
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. The park we've been. Maybe not on a sunny Sunday day, but on in a dark, cloudy Sunday night, we can check this out again.
I'm not sure visiting Italy is a good idea this time of the year.
Was this ever dirt? Was this a thing, having pictures of yourself hanging in the room? Or maybe then that was him. Maybe it's both him. Okay. Oh. I don't think Dad needs this money anymore, and I looted his room successfully. Okay, I think I'm done upstairs. Bye, Mom. See you later. Still extremely worried about her. But I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. So let's poke around here a little bit. Oh, there he is. The only other person in here.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reid expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
It's complicated.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Oh, damn.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
This is also sad.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
Damn, you dedicated to serve his family.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Poor. I mean, why should we send him away? He really made it clear that he has no other real family left. So.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
I have no idea.
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathan. But you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next departure could break her heart.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me.
Change of
Do you
topic,
know
please.
anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office. Until tonight.
I
old
realize
are we,
now
even?
you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reid was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Okay.
Goodbye, Avery.
Thanks for
Please
now.
watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Are you okay, by the way? I just wanted to see. Okay, yeah, he's healthy. Never mind. Just wanted to make sure I have some medicine with me right now, but if you don't need it, I will take it with me. Okay, no looty looty. Ah, a little more looty looty. A little more looty looty. I stole a screw. This cupboard doesn't need the screw anymore. I just take it with me. Okay, I wasn't able to get in here. Goody! I think we just go for the club, right? Oh, never mind. People! People! There are actually people on the street. Talk to me.
The
Talk to me.
Ascalon Club. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
I'm confused. But your mother? Your mother?
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you
That's
know
actually
she was a
cute.
vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Super interesting. Coming out of nowhere, but super interesting.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Preach it, sister. This is not going to work. Sorry to break it to you.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Is that really your thing? I always knew, like, I always thought women were not allowed to vote. And I wanted to vote, and then they were allowed to vote. I didn't know there was, like, a time where women had to be 30. It makes no sense at all. But just the times back then, I guess, made no sense at all.
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Yeah, I agree.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any
no.
reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reid. And please, don't tell my mother.
Okay, new investigation. That's what I thought.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why
She kind
should
of grew
it?
up with it, apparently.
My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
There is nothing. There's hardly any more annoying when there is a romance happening in a video game with your main character you're playing and you're not down for this romance. Oh, god damn it. Personal course.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Wait, did you ask her? Because this is what I was wondering as well. Maybe every 100 years or less, every 60, 78 years, she grabs like a new daughter to adopt. This is definitely a question I would ask. Like, Mommy, was I your first adopted daughter?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay, is there someone else running around here? And we have a store here. Calhoun's. Calhoun's. Calhoun's shop. Wait, were you okay? Did she leave? There she's leaving. Healthy. Okay. Hello, Calhoun, I assume? Calhoun?
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I
I
must
like
admit
Calhoun.
it's good to receive a warm welcome for once.
Exactly!
I'm Jonathan Reid.
Welcome, Dr. Reid. Welcome to my humble shop.
Everyone is always surprised, especially in Whitechapel. Everyone was always surprised when we dared to talk to them. And you're one of the nicest people I've met in this whole goddamn city so far. We have to protect Calhoun at any cost.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
Just look at me.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop,
Prevail.
then I'll be there to hear it falling.
I love this guy.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else.
Everybody
But the
else.
night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Jake Flicker, your favorite character, everybody.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
I mean,
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging.
I don't want to break a
I
second
can assure
bubble,
you
Bart.
that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Okay, now you're becoming a little too stupid. I liked you, but You know, there is a difference between optimistic and just denying reality.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
I'm already hungry, please. Don't.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
Totally get this.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
I eat rats!
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Okay, he's really into food.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Okay, we're really into food.
But you seem to be
Garlic.
such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Okay, what do you
I
have?
may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
A good handle purse, I think. Why they're so expensive? I never use you. Can I? Come on, I don't need 2 different pistol firearms. I have a lot of screws. Do I need so many screws? I had a lot of these. Oh, you hardly get from me any money. What do we have here? Maybe I can sell these. 20. I don't know. Maybe I can sell these. 11. Okay, wait. I could definitely get rid of you. I don't want to. Oh no, this is my watch. I don't want to sell the watch. Okay, maybe this stuff I keep for. Get a lot of. Yeah, no, I keep you guys. I keep you. Okay. I needed several of these. I forgot about the rest though. God damn it! I think Elite Player was also. And I'm out of money. Was also important and I'm out of money. Yeah, never mind. Okay, thank you. Love to make business with you. Are you healthy? You are healthy. And you're leaving your store. I don't know if this is a smart thing to do. Was that her? Yeah, that was Charlotte. But there's also another horse. Here.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
What is happening here? Hello?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard.
Yeah,
In
war.
my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Oh, we have a friend here. Are you okay? Oh, you're not okay. Okay, let's talk to her. Let's not start as a doctor. We're a friend first, and then a doctor, and then a vampire.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
What? That silly dog.
I know what you mean. I
That's
haven't
such a
had much
heartbreak.
time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny. I didn't want to sound selfish.
Oh, he's such a nice person. I don't like the whole anti-vampire attitude. Are we not talking about that?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
How did you become... Oh, hello, Venus. How did you become the village idiot?
But you're alive. You returned in one piece, and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Oh, Clarence, you have no idea how much I have changed. Okay, Later that... Oh, wait.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Yes and no.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Oh, because you're talking about vampires, this is how you became the village idiot. It just occurred on me. I was wondering. You all came out after I visited my mom, right? It was so empty here before. It's fine for me. Is this... What is this? Leah Gnaw, Edmond Roysand, Doris Fletcher, Royal Garden Hall, Red Crown Street, London, June, July 1917. That's been at least a few months. Okay, I think I don't want to leave the main street. I know there is a club, but I still want to have a few more conversations. Maybe here. Hello, sir. Is this you, Clarence? Oh, it is just you. Never mind. You left your place. Can I get in here? No. Okay. Are the people here? Nah. Are the people here? Oh, I just remembered the investigation. Wait, let me see. I'm supposed to find a restaurant for him. I didn't really pick that one. Find the second part of your father's dad was in the park. Where am I? Emily's house. Where is Emily's house? Okay. Trying to figure out how to get there. Turn around. Not that left, right? Oh no, that left, that left. Here, there we go. There is still, oh my god, erase marker, thank you. Was still a marker from earlier, and I hate that. I hate when that happens. Oh, okay, this is still a nice area here. Are you Emily? You look like the Venus. Are you the wife? Are you the wife? Oh god, you're Sarah.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Oh, no.
I'm Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss,
I ate
you
them.
don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
Oh, you're a vampire. You're eating rats and you're hearing a voice. This is exactly the same stuff happening to me. You must be a vampire.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
It sounds like a very messed up vampire. I mean, I'm only doing it because I don't want to rape people, but there is no voice in my head telling me to specifically go for rats.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
God, I wonder you were sitting here and crying.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Abandon you. That's supposed to mean.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reid?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
This is...
What is the local news
Horrible.
hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Can I help you, Miss Billow? I'm a doctor.
The rats. I need them.
Okay, officially she's healthy. I can do anything here right now. Okay.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
I assume I will meet somebody who will tell me more about it, and then we will be able to help her. But she was, in the end, she was asking us for blood in general, not necessarily red blood. Just looking around here a little, but I think I have to go this way. God, that sounds horrible. Whatever happened to her, I really hope we get a chance to help her. I'm on the right track here? Yes, potentially I am. It looks nice in here. Can I get in here? Oh!
Hello?
You look nice on the inside.
Is anyone there?
Jonathan,
Hello, Venus.
I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
No, you were... I guess you were.
Forgive me. With the epidemic, I tend to forget people are supposed to sleep at night.
I'll tell you what. Come back tomorrow for tea. I'll be glad to see you then.
Do I upgrade my mesmerize? I never really do this that much. Like, where am I right now? Where can I check my mesmerize level? 3. Okay, I'm not that far away from it. Okay, I will come back later then. Venus. I'm on a mission right now anyway. Oh, I just realized I am out of time for being on a mission. Maybe I just come for the back door. Okay, maybe... Let me just see I find the right location so we can start there at the beginning of the next episode. Please let me through here. That's looking good. Yeah, it has been unlocked. Fantastic. But I'm moving away from it, don't I? Maybe I have to come from the other side? That looks like a bad area. I'm at the North Darks. Okay, that doesn't feel right. Can I get up here somehow? I love the change of music. Maybe I have to come from the others? It looks like it's in here. Like up in here. Like I can teleport up there. Kinder. Is there a window? Okay, maybe we... I mean, I've never been here. Maybe I have to come from the other side. We gotta try it this way. Looking for Emily. Emily is missing. We're looking for the friend. Trying to find... Oh no, I wanted to zoom in. I mean, it's here. It should be this house, but I will... Okay, I will look for a way, and hopefully we'll make it to the club as well. First Emily, then the club. This is at least the plan for the next episode. For now, I really hope you enjoyed that one, and you will be back for the next one. I will see you there.